Hello, Ryan.
Amy.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
We're here early, a couple weeks before Cassie's bridal shower, here to interview Ryan and ask him a few questions about our bride-to-be. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
And just so everyone knows, we're going to pause the video and let Cassie give what she thinks Ryan would say. So I'm going to turn it over to Ashley to ask the first question.
All right, Ryan. So we all know, obviously, that you have an adorable dog child, Cora. So if you had to describe your parenting style versus Cassie's dog parenting style, what would that look like?
She's coming. I can hear her. I have to say the right thing.
That's probably Pete. You should just answer the question. The right time.
My dog parenting style is, I'm typically the disciplinarian, and Cassie will, I'm sure there's a word for it, but it's more of like her heart is filled with love and joy, and she just takes that and dumps it all over Cora. So she's a lover. She spoils her to death.
That's adorable.
That's sweet. And you don't spoil Cora at all.
Only when Cassie's not around.
Oh.
Because I have to maintain my... Yeah, don't cut that out.
All right, on to question number 2. Several of us in the room and a lot of people in the world these days are watching a television show called Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to pick a character on Game of Thrones that you think most closely aligns with Cassie and her personality, keeping it PG, what character do you think it would be and why?
That's a good question.
Really stumped him on this one.
I know. There's a lot of options, a lot of strong female characters.
A lot of options. I don't know, maybe like a Catelyn Stark. She's got a very motherly kind of air about her. She's very composed. She's very organized.
Yeah, she
And I feel like
fought for her kids.
Yeah, I feel like Catelyn was kind of running game until
her untimely end.
Yes. The Red Wedding.
So, better question. Who would Cassie say you are on Game of Thrones?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know, probably Tyrion.
I was going to say the same thing.
Tyrion Lannister in the flesh.
Probably.
Hashtag known you your whole life.
That's awesome.
All right. Okay, so if you had to pick a celebrity or a singer, actress, somebody really famous that you would say most closely resembles Cassie, who do you think it would be and why?
Like, physically resembles?
You can do it. This is your show, dude. Just really open up to us.
I don't know. I don't really keep up with the celebrity.
So it could be like her doppelganger. It could be like a personality thing.
Or what?
Doppelganger?
It's a doppelganger.
Doppler.
It's a type of radar.
Also.
Celebrity that Cassie is most like.
Or like a singer, someone famous.
It's Shania Twain from the ASPCA commercials. The Eyes of an Angel.
Oh.
That's definitely Sarah McLachlan, number 1.
Okay.
Yep. And I agree. Yeah, that's a great answer.
They're basically the same person.
Yes.
Because I don't know the difference, but
So is that because she often might guilt you into wanting extra dogs?
Yes.
To adopt more dogs?
One of her best qualities is that she has an unlimited amount of empathy. So she really can put herself in doesn't matter if you're human or not, but she really feels for the plight of everything. So whether it be like a bunny in a garden in the rain or, a person at the street corner in the rain. She's a tender heart.
Aww.
So just that whole not necessarily like that person I obviously don't know anything about, but just like that kind of idea of like, hey guys, like bring attention to a worthy cause, like that's Cassie. I feel like I totally sidestepped your question.
It's really nice.
This is turning out to be really adorable.
Really sweet. All right. moving on. As it is early on a Saturday morning and coffee is on all of our minds, what is Cassie's current coffee order?
Oh, medium, so like 12 to 16 ounce Americano, Italiano style with 1 sugar, light cream. Sugar in the raw.
And in the room, Cassie, what's Ryan's current drink order?
Oh, I was waiting for her to answer.
She's not actually
She's
here. Surprise!
A medium 1-shot coffee with 1 sugar and cream. That's pretty much
Well,
what I
that
get. So
sounds very
might sound like
delish.
I usually order a red eye, and depending on where you go, it'll be 1 shot or 2, but it's usually like a 1-shot coffee.
Yeah, a lot of espresso, a lot of
So
shots.
you're like a one-trick pony?
Mhm.
That's what you're trying to tell us?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty cool.
Excellent.
I know how much you like ponies.
Love 'em. Spirit. R.I.P.
Alright, so we all know that Cassie is a pretty amazing cook.
Agreed.
I think most of us have gotten to try her delicious dishes. So if your love was a recipe, what would be the ingredients that make up the Ryan and Cassie pot pie?
The Rassy pot pie, if you will.
I have a very loose understanding of what constitutes a pot pie.
Sort of like a melange of just like stuff, from what I understand.
With a crispy crust.
I'm gonna look that word up later. I mean, so I really would, like, my natural inclination for this question is to answer it correctly and just tell you what's in a pot pie.
This is more of like a metaphor, so you could just feel free to
So
Oh,
chicken.
so you mean like kindness?
Right.
Exactly.
So chicken is to the base of a pot pie as blank is to the base of your relationship.
Oh, as
That's really good.
good communication.
I feel like Amy did really well on the SATs.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
Communication.
She, like, killed it.
Excellent answer.
Well, and so when we try to be very open and honest with each other, and we notice that when we don't, that's when there's friction, and we'll kind of have kind of a come to Jesus, and then it's like, oh well, this could have been totally avoided if we had actually talked to each other like we were supposed to.
Yeah.
So it's like mostly communication is the base, and then
any other seasonings? Who's the sassy one? Who's bringing that heat?
saffron mostly.
Yes,
I
saffron.
feel like
Nice.
it brings a little.
What about like a nice turmeric?
I'm not trying to.
No.
The turmeric game. I don't know.
Okay, next question.
yeah.
This was less than satisfactory.
All right. Ryan, it's fair to say that you're a creature of habit. Tell us about a time when Cassie made you do something outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, this
How
morning.
did it go?
Yeah. I was in nap land, little dreamland, because I was tired, and Cassie rolls over and says, "Hey, you want to go for a run?" And I said, "No." She said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "All right." So we got up. She's been being very good about getting me to get out and exercise, and which I do enjoy doing, but just the energy capital of like getting from a resting position to a being active position that's the hurdle for me. And she's been a good teammate.
Yeah, sweating for the wedding, as they call it.
As they say.
Very nice. Going to be in great shape.
Try.
Just a couple months to go.
I have a good tailor, so it doesn't really matter. It'll look good anyway.
Plus, like, Spanx for men are like a thing now.
You're called compression pants?
And just so everyone in the room knows, Ryan ran his first trail race. Now it'll have been a couple months ago. And did an excellent job. So he's becoming a runner.
Did not come in last place.
Slowly but surely.
There's a really good story here about Ryan's early running days. It's not appropriate. Okay, so if you were going to take Cassie on a weekend camping trip, how would you prepare for the trip? What are some things that you would pack, and why would you pack these things?
What are
Like
some things you would have to have?
Must-haves, and maybe some like kind of random things that...
Is this another metaphor one?
This is like actually like what you would bring.
Camping
I
supplies.
mean, I feel like we had the pot pie question. I need to clarify.
Right, no. True
Um,
real-life camping trip. What does
so-
Cassie need there?
Tent, sleeping bag,
Cool.
2 sleeping bags maybe. She's a strong, independent woman. She would want like the little air mat that goes under the sleeping bag. Thank you, Emily.
Yeah.
Shout out to my peeps.
Well,
So
what?
probably a lantern or flashlight. Cora, absolutely non-negotiable.
Hands down.
And then I feel like Cassie camping would be pretty low maintenance. Like if she was going. So I mean, really just the essentials. She wouldn't need like a hair dryer or something like the random high maintenance girl things. Like she'd be down to just
So no glamping for Cassie.
No I mean, I think she wouldn't be opposed to glamping, but like if we were going camping for that purpose, she would be like, all right, let's rough it. I don't know how long, like how many times in sequence she would want to do that activity. I don't know. I don't know that Cassie would be like, oh, camping is amazing.
Let's go every weekend.
Yeah.
No.
So, but she'd give it the good college try, at least on the first run. So, just the standards.
That's good. Our little go-getter.
All right. If Cassie could choose one thing of yours to get rid of, what would she pick? Anything that you've maybe brought to the relationship, or once you guys moved in together, is there anything that she would like to take to Goodwill?
I feel like there is like an article of clothing that she wanted to get rid of for the longest time, and I think she actually may have already done it because I can't remember what it is, which means I haven't seen it in a really long time, which means it probably already went to Goodwill.
And
So she did some like dark magic on you. She was like, "You don't want this anymore. It's gone."
No, it was funny because I had a thought at some point in my life that like you always see in TV, they have the there's like the husband who has like the old ratty shoes, and the woman is like, yeah, I'll get rid of those, and then she'll just like throw them out, and he's like, where are my shoes? And I was like, oh, that never happened to me, and then I think I realized that it just happened.
This question has just made you realize.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like a sweater or something, and she was like, get rid of that, and I was like, no, I like it. Yeah, it was a sweater. You sneaky little hobbit.
Yeah, you guys might need to talk about that offline.
Yeah. We'll table that one for later.
Yeah. Parking lot. Okay, complete this sentence. Cassie is a natural born
Killer.
This is really shocking. This is turning more into a documentary
I'm
than
not
I
sure
think
Cassie's going to think that you would have said that.
Yeah. Do you want to revise that?
Or clarify
Or
at
like
all?
maybe share additional amplifying details?
I'm under contractual obligation not to share any additional detail from that, but I am allowed to speak about Cassie's profession.
So you got like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing going on?
No, just Mrs. I don't know. Love her. I mean, she's just happy. She's natural born, like a little bubble of joy.
That's really nice. All right. Ryan, when Cassie says, Ryan, they're playing our song, what song is playing?
It could be a couple of them, but the OG, This Is Our Song, is Bill Withers' Ain't No Sunshine. Because when...
That's a solid beat.
Yeah. So now it might be Nathaniel Ratcliffe's Son of a Bitch.
That is...
The one that goes, son of a bitch, get me a drink. It's actually pretty kind of fun.
I feel like Pete and ours beat, I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
Excellent song.
Yeah, it's really touching. It
Lonely
speaks
Island.
to it.
It's great too.
Yeah. I'm on a boat.
Do you want to sing a little of
Floppies.
Ain't No Sunshine when she's gone for the crowd?
I do not.
All right. Maybe at the wedding.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It
Karaoke.
might already be featured. Who
Someone
knows?
in the room hold him to that.
Okay. Complete this sentence. I knew I had found the love of my life when Cassie did this.
You guys do it.
Nothing.
Waiting to hear your answer.
Trying not to move the camera when I giggle. Sorry, everybody.
When she didn't make fun of me on our first date when I spilled water on myself, and then I told her about it, even though I was wearing a black sweater, and she would have never known.
They're very absorbent, too.
Yeah, I felt like I had to fess up and say, I spilled water all over myself just now.
I wonder if that's the same sweater. Back
No,
in the day, the sweater you lost? The sweater Cassie got rid of?
Do you know where that sweater is?
I do not.
Might be another action item.
Take it offline. All right. Ryan, what is one thing that you do that drives Cassie absolutely crazy? It could be a tick or something you say, your reaction in certain situations? What's something that she just can't stand?
When she's riding in the car with me and we're approaching a red light, I'll like slow, and then I'll stop, and then I'll inch forward a little bit, and then I'll stop, and then I'll inch forward a little bit.
Why do you do that?
I didn't realize I was doing it, but she almost murdered me one day.
Wow. So you're just trying to like safely approach the light.
It's totally absent-minded. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not really cognizant of it. And
Wow. I never knew that about you.
she's big. Not a fan.
Safety
Of that
first.
particular
Yes.
move.
Safety's no accident, Cassie. I don't.
Yeah, Cassie, that might be something you're gonna have to get over. It's for your safety.
Okay, what is one thing that, in your opinion, Ryan, and I know that you like a minimalist lifestyle. So, what is one thing that Cassie maybe has a little too much of?
Junk mail. She gets a lot of junk mail.
Snail mail and email.
Oh, her email game is just out of control. Like she's
Any
got
bird feeders for
those-
free?
Any bird feeders?
Remember, Mom? Our mom clicked on some spam phishing thing and broke the computer because she wanted to win a free
Oh
bird
no,
feeder.
she got her identity stolen. She put in her social security number to get a free bird feeder. Yeah.
This has been a PSA.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Do not do that.
So Cassie's one of those people who on her iPhone has a million email notifications.
She has a lot.
Yeah.
But I think like in actual like tangible things, she's starting to accumulate a pretty enormous amount of like yard related things. She's got a lot of that going on.
Like too many like trowels and like shovels.
Yeah, and like plants. She's pretty minimalist too though. Like she doesn't buy like silly things. She'll buy useful things, which is one of the things I like about her.
Things useful for yard work. Things for you to use to do yard work.
The yard does look pretty good, Cassie.
There you go.
All right. Speaking of animals from earlier, if you had to pick one animal that you would say is Cassie's spirit animal, what would it be?
Can I say Cora? Probably like a noble dog. Like she's very loyal. She's very, she's a good companion. She's like a good teammate when you're, in that kind of environment as well. And I feel like, that's like the best part about the dog is that, they're very loyal and they're with you especially like when they're around and they're dependable. Cassie's got a lot of those really good traits.
Man's best friend.
Ryan's best friend.
It's really
OMG.
sweet.
I raised you right. Okay, if you were stranded on a desert island with Cassie and you guys had to pick one TV show to watch for the rest of your lives, what would you pick?
God, for the rest of our lives?
Yeah, you can only pick one.
Suspend reality. There's a TV on the
Yeah.
deserted island.
You clearly obviously have water and food,
And
I
electricity.
guess.
Yes.
Cassie really likes Modern Family, but she also really likes Castle, which I also enjoy. And I think that would provide more. I think the plots are a little bit more elaborate in Castle. There's more episode to episode pickup. So I think I would say Castle, so that we could watch that.
Okay, so this is our last question. Amy's going to be thrown at you. Uh-oh, here comes baby Cora.
Yeah, she's like, you're not Cassie.
All right, we're going to throw it back here a little. Make you remember back to when you and Cassie first started dating. What was on the menu for the first meal that Cassie ever cooked for you?
Chicken Parmesan.
Cass, I hope you got that right.
All right, so now, Ryan, the floor is yours. We're done with our questions. Our interrogations are over. Do you want to say a message for everyone in the room, maybe about Cassie and about sort of where you're at? Message to your bride?
Oh, so it's like a free space?
Yeah, this is like all about you.
Okay.
Freestyle. I can lay a beat if you want.
You absolutely cannot. Yeah, it's not one of your skills. Beatboxing. Thank everybody for coming. I hope everybody's getting drunk, as is tradition.
This is a dry bridal shower.
Drunk on love.
Drunk on love.
Hashtag Queen Bee.
Hopefully Rachel brought some airplane bottles. Cassie, I love you. You're my best friend. I'm really excited to be marrying you. And I don't know what to do with my hands right now. So, thank you everybody for coming and supporting us, and look forward to seeing you at the wedding.
All right.